Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to cycle a barbell using a high hang variation for the clean. Now of course this can be done with a muscle clean, a power clean or a squat clean. We're of course going to be going from the high hang position. Now unlike the high hang bounce for the snatch, the high hang clean, your hand will stay in the same position as it regularly would for a normal hang clean from the hip or from the above knee or from the floor. Next thing we need to think about is that this is a barbell cycling technique. This is not for beautiful style lifting. So this is to try and move the barbell as efficiently as possible. You can go as heavy as you want with this stuff. There's no limit on how heavy the bar needs to be. The more efficient you are at it, the better it's going to be for you. Next thing we need to think about before I quickly demonstrate it is that same position as the snatch, that we're thinking about having the shoulders, the hips and the heels in one line with the arms nice and straight when the barbell contacts off the top of the thigh. Remember, it is not in the hip when we do this. So let me just go through a couple of reps first. So you notice when I bounce the bar, my body is literally at this angle here, shoulders, hips, and heels, all in one line. The barbell comes down, makes contact with the top of my thigh, not at the hip, and then that allows me to then extend back up, and the bar will basically oscillate and bend around my quads and my thighs as I then extend up and pull back underneath the bar. Now again, when we do this sort of faster style barbell cycling, we want to avoid having to move the feet too much. Of course, if you're slowing the barbell down, bringing it to your rack, standing back up, resetting yourself, that's totally fine. But generally speaking, the feet will start a little bit wider than normal. Keep them in that position so you can just bounce and cycle through the reps nice and fast. A few faults that we see with the high hang bounce and the clean is that, number one, people mistake the clean coming off the legs, top of the legs, and they think it should sit in the hip. We don't want that. That's not what we're trying to practice here. That's also another totally valid style of cycling the barbell, but it's not what we're doing. So that looks like this, where we'll basically pick up the bar, stand up, we'll sit it in the hip with an arm bend, and we'll basically fling the barbell out, much like a kettlebell swing. Again, it's a totally valid way to cycle a barbell, but it's not what we're doing. So again, that's hitching over the barbell, sitting the bar in the hip. The last problem that we see very commonly with the high hang bounce is that people's arms are just a little bit too bent. Of course, they need to take tension so that we stay connected to the bar and we maintain tension through the arms, barbell, shoulder, and trunk. But we can't be bending too much that we end up just pulling on the barbell. What that looks like is this, and you'll see the barbell almost dies as I extend up. So the first rep, it's like normal, and then as I do the second rep, there's just too much weight in the arms. You can see the barbell is really slow now versus a long arm and a quick bounce on the way back up. So a few pointers again, make sure the feet stay nice and flat on the floor when the barbell contacts us, shoulders, hips, and heels in one line, and the arms nice and long. When it contacts us, drive back up against the floor, extend just like you would in a regular muscle, power, or squat clean. I hope these tips help you guys. Good luck.